So let me tell you what the Bright Neighbor vision is. We have built a software system with a green context. The whole thing is about where we're going as a society. Right now, today, this is an exercise in community mobilization, neighborhood mobilization. We've invited all of Portland here for a permaculture tour. This is the first tour stop. Level 1 home is basically what we're going to be looking at here today. This is some different levels. You know, they have food on hand they're growing, water storage, and you know, what we're doing with the clean rivers, right? The river cleanup, protection of water sources as well, ride sharing, logistics to that. Soil, fixing soil systems, seed saving. We're going to learn all about seeds and community seed libraries. The whole thing will allow us to do carbon tracking, because we know by the plant mass of how much carbon tomatoes sequester, right? You can see the pounds that you had as a yield. You can know how much you're actually sucking out of the air based on this, and report as a community. Seed, think about this. We get a seed library going. All cities are the same. And what is the layout? Big buildings, houses with some yards, and then big ass farms outside of the city. But the farms are all poisoned because they're using fossil fuel inputs. So what are we doing? It's not just growing food for ourselves. We're fixing and growing soil, and we are building seed libraries so that we can get soil out to these farms that need to fix their poison soil to grow food for us. So it's yin yang. Cities need to produce soil and seeds and worms. How much cardboard do we waste? Do you know what this is, man? This is the best product there is, because it is a like 400 to 1 carbon ratio to nitrogen. This is worm food. Worms poop out what we need to fix the soil. Do you see how easy this is?
Yeah, no.
Like, I realized when you convert a lawn to a garden, you're experimenting. This is my lab. This is what I've been experimenting with for 5 years to get the soil, to find out what I can grow. And I know I can grow garlic, I can grow leeks, and I can really grow tomatoes. And these peas, this has just been removed. This is a pea patch. Well, they're over here. Check this out. What have I done? I didn't eat the peas, I saved them, and now we are creating a seed library, and we can get these peas, which grew right there. These are good seeds. This is like a bloodline. That is going green. That's taking it viral. So today, on this bike tour, I'm going to invite everybody to take some seeds and talk about companion planting. You have to know what goes with what. It's the plants that get along with one another. Carrots love tomatoes, so here what you have is, you know, them growing side by side. They get along and they help do this. And notice all the bees, right? We have a bee crisis here. Not if you work with your neighbor to create a whole ecosystem. So he's a beekeeper, and he has his hive right there, and this attracts them over to the area. See, it's all a science. It's just an equation. So,
it's community.
It's community, right. So everything has to work together, and that's part of what permaculture is. And this whole tour is getting everybody here on a bike, and then we're going to go to another home where they've converted their entire water system to do rain capture so that it feeds and irrigates. I mean, think about it. We have water crises, food crises, fuel crises. We have to tackle them all in one. And to me, this is fun, because you get your iPhone, your iPod, your favorite music mix, and you get out here and zen out. It is the best thing, man, and it is our future. So we can save the farmers, we can transport ourselves, we can ride share. But then we're also going to report as a community our progress. How did you feel about that? What did you learn about this? What are the skills that you had so all of this together, it's about reporting. And we're going to start reporting basically on community efforts, and that's what Bright Neighbor is doing when we launch in September, is giving this measurement system now. Toolbox for Sustainable City Living. This is a playbook for your community to get these kinds of things done. Just get out there, get some, you know, name tags. Hey, my name is. Perfect excuse to meet your neighbors. And then you use Bright Neighbor as the technology tool to put catalyst to put it all together. And you know you're among a community of people that are sharing knowledge, sharing skills, resources. So, you know, when people show up, we're gonna rock it.
Great.
She knew it. Howdy. Are you gonna go on the Bright Neighbor?
Yeah.
Permaculture bike tour?
Uh-huh.
Excellent, you're the first to arrive. Woo! What's your name?
Natasha.
Natasha.
I'm an artist.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Randy. Linda, hi. Nice to meet you. Andy. Nice to meet you as well. Thanks for coming. This is Natasha. California. I'm Randy. Jeff. Jen. Alright, so we're kind of doing this like Simon says, every time new people show up, just going around the circle to help us remember. And I have name tags over here.
I'm Laura.
Hi Laura. Rick. Nice to meet you. I'm Randy. And we'll pass this around.
This is classic.
You know, we need to respect each other's property of who actually owns it, but part of what Bright Neighbor is also about is a sharing mentality. Okay, so if there's 3 drills between a group of this nature, then technically 3 people would own that drill, but it's just who is in possession of that drill, or a book, or anything. And as long as you have an agreement between each other of what would happen if that thing got broken, you know, if you use my bike, but if it broke, you buy me a new one. Simple agreements, you don't need lawyers, you don't need anything. You just need to share things. And if I say something and you know it's totally bullshit, call it. And be like, you know what I mean? So let's go do this.
Come on, let's go get to it.
A little bit of info about Bright Neighbor. It's at the city level right now, and it's connected all 95 Portland neighborhoods. We've built enough communication technology to communicate via Twitter, Facebook, phone, Gmail, a bazillion different ways to communicate, but that's all ones and zeros and virtual. This is real. The idea of seed collection, instead of consuming it all for yourself, this is what we're going to be doing in the future. You better get your hands in the dirt and stuff. So these are empty medicine bottles from our oil-based medicine system instead of herbs and stuff. But we have plenty of these things. So if you want seeds, permaculture. This is where you're going to be working.
Oops, careful.
You soak seeds in water overnight before you plant them. Give them a head start in germination. You have power and control over your place, right? You want to change the world? I decided to change my world because I have control over this little piece of it right here, and I've been experimenting with it. And this is a lab. It's a lab. You're learning. You're allowed to learn, right? You're supposed to learn. You're allowed to fail. You're allowed to. I have failed so many times in so many ways, and I mean, fail while you still can. Fail while you still can.
Get up there, Randy, get it!